Hi everyone, I'm Ken from CryptoTradingKS. If you're new, welcome, and welcome back KS family. Let's run the numbers. Bitcoin currently up 0.21% to 29,701. Ethereum up 1.15% to 1794. I'm just going to take you for a quick run through on the crypto market. This is the DeFi space. I want you to get a feeling of what's happening inside the crypto market each day. That's why I make the thumbnails now, just this market action. Because over time you'll want to come back and revisit this data and see what was happening. It's a powerful methodology that professional traders and investors use. And you can see it's really helpful to know. For example, in episode 546, the market was green. Then it went a little bit red, then very red, then green, then red. This is the way of crypto, but it pays to be able to look back at each specific day and say what was going on in that day. From my 30 plus years in financial markets, I explain the smart money mindset to assist you to be more of a financial blessing to yourself and those you love, gaining real wealth in the process. If you would like daily updates on price movements in the crypto market 7 days a week, 365 days a year, please subscribe to YouTube. Please consider sharing and liking this video and also subscribing to the channel. We would love to have you as part of our globally extended KS family. I've left helpful links in the description of this video, such as the Masterclass, our NFT collection. You can get 20% off the tax software I use, and you can directly message me on Twitter at any time. If you're going through a life pullback, please know that our community's love and healing thoughts are with you. You're not alone. The sun will come out again, and there is always hope. As a community, we focus on positive excellence and maintaining real wealth foundations. This is because we need to become strong to withstand success. It sounds kind of funny, but it's absolutely true. A lot of people get into crypto hoping to make their millions, but unless you're the person that can withstand millions, you'll lose it as quickly as you gain it. How do you become strong in life? Integrity, decency, kindness, gratitude and happiness, generosity and selflessness, these all create inner and outer peace, and that is what will create the strength for you to withstand the success that is coming. Crypto technical analysts scientifically track investor attention, and investor attention is measured by price, which is reality, not future promises. The first thing that we do is that we mark up our charts with the CTKS method, which is a crypto-specific method of chart analysis. Then we look at outside trends, collecting probabilities. We look back inside the crypto market to enhance our pattern recognition, understanding that opportunities reset daily, just like in life, and finding the market's focus. Before we buy or sell, pull the trigger on a trade or an investment. And we know all investors become traders anytime they buy or sell. We must have our real wealth, positive excellence foundations. It is very possible to trade and invest without fear, but this requires a professional mindset and mastery of emotional control. It is possible, and it's critical to do. Rule 570 gives us guidance on that. Psychology sets profitability. If your psychology is overwhelmingly negative, if you feel you're going to make losses, you will make losses, and the market will penalize everybody for a lack of knowledge. And the markets are always changing their nature as well, and it very much depends on what your strategy is. If you intend to hold for quite a considerable period of time, the losses that you incur are just part and parcel of the stepping stones towards a bigger picture. It's really important that you be you in this market and in life as well. You're a completely unique individual, and your uniqueness makes you something special, and you don't need to compete with others. It doesn't matter what other people are doing. It matters where you find meaning in life. Rule 45, no alt can escape Bitcoin's gravity. It's really important for us to understand, where is Bitcoin going? What's it doing? And I'd like to point out that level A is a very, very substantial level of support. It's really substantial. That is coming into play at 28,957 and 79 cents. You can expect a lot of support through this level, and we can see the price got through that level after a basic meltdown, and it hit that level and bounced. Tried to get below, hit it and bounce. Been trying, not successfully, but we've got a little bit of resistance here. We need the price to get through this daily resistance, and price is actually coming quite close to that, to getting on the other side of resistance. And then we've got a number of other resistances to get through, but we're getting close. But we always have to make our three-dimensional decisions. What, for example, would happen if we lost support line A? We go down to support line B. What if we lost B? We would go to C. What if we lost C? We'd go to the particular line set up by the KS model, which has caught many, many black swans in the past. But going the other way, if we get over this resistance, the next level of resistance is 1, playing at about 31,775. Next level is 33,145. Third level is 35,041. And above that, 37,468. All of these support and resistance lines that I've shown you are actually created by the CTKS method. The CTKS method is specifically designed to chart the exponential nature of crypto's price action, and it's specifically designed for crypto, and you can find out and learn all about it inside the masterclass. Now, what are we noticing here? The RSI has basically shown us that smart money is accumulating. The strength is increasing. What do we see with the longs and the shorts? Not too much long and short activity at the moment, but the Crypto Fear and Greed Index is currently at 14, which is showing extreme fear, and it's been like that for quite a while. When having a look at the longs and the shorts, the longs are measured in green and the shorts are measured in red. We can see the shorts coming up and the longs also coming up. Let's check out liquidations and see who's doing what to whom. We know it's weekend trading, so liquidation volumes will be light. We can see $56.02 million of total liquidations has occurred in the past 24 hours across 30,071 positions. In the past 24 hours, 50.24% of total liquidations were short liquidations, about half and half. What about the past 12 hours? Getting more towards the shorts, 60.7%. What about the past 4 hours? About 91% short. So we expect the prices would be going up in the past 4 hours. What about the past 1 hour? 76.44% long, which means that we would see the prices going down. And what's that all about? It's actually pretty simple. What prices come in and done is hit a daily resistance level, and it's just backed off from that. This is really normal price action. Price is always moving in a wave. If I zoom in to the 30-minute, you can see it very, very simply. Price was seeking to get above this resistance line, couldn't make it. Price always needs to gather momentum, gather strength to get through resistance levels. It's like trying to get through a ceiling by jumping up and down and hitting your head on it. When you get strong enough, yeah, you'll be like the Hulk and you'll smash that ceiling above. And that's kind of what price does. When looking at the 30-minute, we've got a level of support coming in at around 29,718, and that aligns quite nicely to various levels of support as well. We would expect price to get caught there, but we could lose that level. You're always thinking in terms of probabilities. What is the probability? But we know that the relative strength is increasing. Bitcoin is trying to make a run at that resistance level. It's getting there. There's a few basic steps for it to go through, but it's actually approaching it. But you always have to do your three-dimensional decision making. What if it goes the other way? And that's because the crypto market is not about certainty. When we consider KS zone analysis and the 4 stages that all investors and traders progress through to become consistently profitable and attain real wealth, Zone 1 and Zone 2 are the certainty zones. If people feel that they must have certainty, they will get terrorized. These are just natural zones that everybody goes through. In Zone 1, people hope and pray. They want to have luck on their side, and it's a fun, exciting game. And unfortunately, that obeys the lose money rule zone, and it's a horrible place to be. It takes a lot of courage to get out of this entitlement zone. After all, you work really hard for your money. Why doesn't the market just pay you? We know in life doesn't work that way. We work hard for what we get. For example, you may have seen a lot of medical shows on TV and say, oh, I can be a doctor now. And you turn up to the hospital and say, I've watched ER, I've watched Grey's Anatomy, I've watched all these TV sitcoms, I want to be a doctor. And they say, fantastic, where's your medical degree? And you say, phew, I don't need that. I've watched the TV shows, I know what to do. It's not the way the world works, and it doesn't work that way in the crypto market as well. You really must know what you're doing. And of course, the next thing that people would say, hang on a second, I'm upset with you, hospital administrator. I'm blaming you for not letting me practice medicine, even though I've just watched these TV shows, and I've seen a couple of videos on YouTube as well. It's a bit of a silly example, but the concept is, it's absolutely applicable to the crypto market. When you think about Zone 2, conflict and jealousy, these are all things that actually stop your success in life, not just in the crypto market, right across the board. Anytime people feel jealousy or the requirement to go into conflict, it's a problem because it actually obeys certain rules that makes your life step backwards, and you don't want that, and I don't want it for you either. So how do we step forward in the crypto market? It's through learning and diamondization. Diamondization is going through the pressure to strengthen you with diamond hands, a diamond mind, and a diamond heart. And it's all about probability and rules. Getting into Zone 3, you think completely differently than Zone 1 and Zone 2. In fact, you don't even recognize Zone 1 and Zone 2. You're unemotional. You make three-way decisions, which means that you look at the crypto market with hope, but you actually plan, if it doesn't go to plan, what you will do. You understand the role of percentages. You have patience. You have your rules. You've marked up your charts. You know where the support and resistance levels actually are. You understand volatility through the 10-5-10 fund. You embrace the price reality. You don't worry about promises. You see what the market is actually doing. And this is really important to do. And that is the make money rule zone. But to have a beautiful life, we must enter Zone 4, where worthiness and meaning become just a foundation that you live from. That requires positive excellence, bringing your best self to your world every day without fail. A lot of people say, Ken, how do I know when I have positive excellence? You'll know because you'll be kind. And you'll know because you don't get into conflict or jealousy or any of those things which lose you money, but they also lose you respect. They lose you friends. They lose you job opportunities. They lose you employment. They lose you so many things in life. You actually look completely differently. You want a positive excellence life trend, one of integrity, decency, kindness, strength, and boundaries. Being kind doesn't mean people walk over you. Absolutely not. Being kind means that you set very firm boundaries and you have the integrity to enforce them. As professionals, we always make 3 in advance probabilistic decisions. What do we do with the trade and account, or investment or trade or account? If things go in our direction, go against us, or just go flat and go nowhere? Professionals always know the answers to these 3 questions, and they're very kind to themselves as well. If it doesn't go in your direction, as a professional, you just say, next time. You don't get angry. You don't internally beat yourself up. You just say, okay, what did I learn from this? It's important to understand that markets are always changing their character. From yesterday's episode, Rundle Ridge said the driving force in the red day was Bitcoin's fault. Naughty Bitcoin. Absolutely, Rundle Ridge, you're spot on it. The big whale chart has an inverse directional correlation. Well done. And I'll explain that in a little while. BORSOG, I really like the quote. You must have the power and strength to take on the money that you gain from success, otherwise you'll just waste it. We're a very, very crypto-philosophical community, and we love to throw these ideas around. They're really, really, really important to get your thinking correct. Wow, I realized after you said this, I can get to be the best version of myself right now. I don't need to think that that best version of yourself is in the future. I realize I can substitute into the quote anything for the word money. For example, you must have the power and strength to take on the talents and the skills and the love and the connection and all of those wonderful things that make life truly meaningful, and always know that you are worthy of success. And the universe is not a hostile place, even though it may seem so. It's there for you. It wants you to succeed, and everybody in the community does as well. And thank you to TSP, Wallet 3, about the uptrend, accumulating as price has a downtrend. Sometimes take profit, but does not worry about perfect tops or perfect bottoms. I don't know how this ever got into the public psyche, but retail investors and traders want to time tops and bottoms perfectly, and they feel bad if they don't. And that's just related to certainty. There is no certainty, and the professionals that are putting in hundreds and hundreds of millions don't care about tops and bottoms. So therefore, take the pressure off yourself, take the stress off yourself. Why should you? So looking at wallet number 3, we have to understand a few things. The balance of this wallet in Bitcoin is the blue line, this one at the top. The balance in USD is the red line, this one here. And Bitcoin's price is the gray line, this one down here. Now what happens as price is going down? This wallet is accumulating. What happens when price is going up? This wallet actually sells. What happens when price is going down? Accumulate, 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 accumulate. Very interesting, isn't it? And we're talking about hundreds of millions of dollars actually going in and out of this wallet. And it's really important to keep this in mind. This is a really active wallet. What we see from this wallet understands BORSOG, buy on red, sell on green. It's a very, very profitable way to do things. Looking at Bitcoin options expiring at the end of this month, what we can see, the max pain price is 34,000, and we've got a fairly equal distribution of shorts between 25 and 15,000, and we've got longs all over the place, all the way up to 300,000, but there's a cluster between 50 and 70,000. Overall bets in the options market are for Bitcoin to go up. Looking at DeFi and total value locked, or TVL, we can see TVL is 107.19 billion, down 1.64% in the past 24 hours. And looking at total value locked on all chains, we can see the top 5, Ethereum, BNB, Tron, Sol, and AVAX. The greatest gainers over the past 24 hours, GRT out in front, 11.63%, HNT up 10.38%, Rune up 8.77%, Link 6.51%, Chiliz 4.48%, AVAX 4.36%, Maker 3.14%, and BSV 3.1%. Let's go the other way. What are the greatest losers over the past 24 hours? Waves 8.36% down, ICP 5.4%, Stacks 2.26% down, Stellar XLM down 2.19%, followed by Phantom, GMT, XMR. Part of our analysis each day together is to look at pattern recognition, and this is a really, really valuable skill, and it complements the masterclass. When we look at Bitcoin's fingerprint here and we overlay it on the alts, what we're trying to do is to understand how Bitcoin moves the market, and we know no alt can escape Bitcoin's gravity. What are we seeing here? Ethereum is currently weaker than Bitcoin. Binance Coin is also weaker. XRP weaker. ADA is stronger. Solana is weaker. Doge is about spot on. And DOT is just a little bit weaker. What about the metaverse? Sand is a little bit stronger. Axie, a little bit weaker. Mana, substantially weaker. Gala, weaker. What about Engine? Just a bit weaker. Ape is weaker. And what do we notice with Chiliz? Chiliz was exhibiting some really interesting signs yesterday. It's continued up. What about GMT? It's stronger and it's leveling out as well. Let's have a look at NEAR. Just a bit weaker, as is Matic. Icon is stronger. ICX. VRA just a little bit weaker. Rose is weaker. Kasama is weaker. Look at IOTA showing strength, and IOTEX also showing strength. To understand your beloved alt, you really need to understand the market. What happens is a lot of people just look at their beloved alts and they say, I don't care about the market, I don't care about anything, just these babies. And that will cost you a lot of money. You need to understand the market, especially Bitcoin. When looking at Theta and Bitcoin pretty much moving in alignment. Waves is a lot stronger than Bitcoin, but it's getting pulled back in terms of gravity, and we see this all the time. And what about SHIB? Just moving in alignment, as all of these alts are actually doing, but we can see it's just a little bit weaker at the moment. EGLD just following gravity. Phantom just a bit weaker. CHR a bit stronger. Loopring, LRC just following. And Kyber Networks, KNC, just following as well. You can see how important it is to keep your eye on Bitcoin. Tales from the Man Cave and Pedram really like that quote I put out yesterday. There's more to a chart than the chart. And Tales would like a KenFT. Wow, good on you, Tales. In yesterday's video, we talked about CRV and how it was a little bit holy. It's got holes here. Now, what is that all about? Crypto Turtle had a couple of ideas. What does the spottiness on CRV mean? It means low trading volume and a lack of liquidity, which means you can buy, but you will have enormous amounts of slippage when you try to exit. It's hard to profit with low volumes. This is a really, really good answer, and Powell also said low volume and no liquidity, but the key is what it actually means. So if you've got a lot of money and you put it into CRV, you'll have absolutely no problem in filling a buy order because people are wanting to sell. This is really choppy. A lack of liquidity means a lack of participation, and this is a critical thing to always get involved with. If you are looking at very low volumes, it basically means that it's a Hotel California situation. Now, what is that? I wish I could play it for you. It's basically an Eagles song and says, Hotel California, you can check in anytime you want, but you can never leave. Now, admittedly, this is on a 1 minute chart. If we changed it to 5 minutes, how are we looking? Well, we're looking a lot better there. But this is a thing that I wanted to point out to you. It's good to understand what this actually means. It's just another thing, another little gem that you can pick up. We saw Stellar doing really well, and Stellar is being stellar. It's going for it. It's beating Bitcoin's gravity with a stick. Take that, Bitcoin. CRV is just moving in alignment with Bitcoin's gravity. AVAX is under, but staging a bit of a comeback. It wants to go up. We can see Arweave below Bitcoin's gravity. What about ZIL? Zilliqa is just moving in alignment. So is Uni. We can see FTX or FTX token or FTT is showing a large degree of weakness at the moment. It's getting away from Bitcoin's gravity. That's worth looking into. If you have any ideas on what's happening with FTT, please let us know in the community comments on YouTube. And Tron, what are we seeing? Tron, we saw Bitcoin really rally up, but what did Tron do? It went particularly flat. Why did it do that? Because it's come up so much recently. It can't actually take advantage of these upsides like you see the other ones doing. Just bear this in mind. This can be a warning that Tron is starting to turn the other way. You can see why it's so important to gain a comprehension or an understanding of Bitcoin's gravity. When Tales from the Man Cave and Pedram were talking about there's more to a chart than the chart, this actually relates to the KS model and Bitcoin's movement over time. And you know, as Bitcoin moves, so does the entire crypto market. The thing with crypto is actually the ownership layer of the next evolution of the internet, which is Web 3.0, the decentralized internet. In Web 2.0, you had very large companies that owned the internet because it was so expensive to run. Crypto introduces decentralized protocols, the running engine of the internet, if you like. And what it's all about is upgrading the internet from the internet of information to the internet of value, or the internet of money. And this had to happen. Hey, we're going to need it for interstellar travel. We have to make Elon happy. And we can see that we have literally decades and decades of growth left in the crypto market. We are so early, and crypto hasn't even taken off in its adoption cycle yet. You are so early, but it really pays to know what you're investing and trading in. And we can see that crypto is a really tiny market in terms of market capitalization globally, compared with gold and stocks and bonds. But keep also in mind that Bitcoin, which is the default for crypto, has grown incredibly well, and all the markets are down at the moment. And over time, they've all been quite good in terms of returns, but nothing has beaten crypto. So you're incredibly early in one of the most fascinating and volatile markets on the planet. Well done. And you just need to start small. You're going to go through the lessons of the market. Just put a little bit out there. Learn how to trade. And why should you learn how to trade? Well, all investors become traders anytime they buy or sell, but very few investors know how to trade. When you know how to trade, you'll time your entries and exits much more effectively. Active learning is one of the most important things that you can ever do in your entire life. Whatever you're doing, bring your whole self into it at all times. Whatever you're focused on, do the very best you can with what you are focused on. And when it comes to what we're doing now, we're in crypto. And the question is, where do you think Bitcoin will be going over the next 24 hours? Do you think it will bypass this level of resistance, move up to 1 or potentially 2? Or do you think it will go down to A or B? Please let me know in the comments. And active learning is just learning. It's not about being right. Nobody will hold you to what you say. It's about giving it a go and bringing your best self into the present moment. I hope you found the content useful. Please consider sharing and liking this video and also subscribing to the channel. We would love to have you as part of our globally extended KS family. Thank you very much to our moderators for keeping our community safe from scammers, and to the CTKS ambassadors for assisting Masterclass students, and of course a very big thank you to you for watching and for being part of our global family. If you would like daily updates on price movements in the crypto market 7 days a week, 365 days a year, please subscribe to YouTube. I've left helpful links in the description of this video. Please remember, crypto is volatile. Always prepare yourself for the best and worst case scenarios. Reality will likely be between them. Stay safe out there, my friends. Take care and see you next time. Bye for now.